So on behalf of Croatian Private Equity and Venture Capital Association, I would like to wish you all a really warm welcome to the third edition of the LP-GP networking event. This is the first time we are doing it in Zagreb. We had two previous editions in Dubrovnik. And I want to say this year is very special. First of all, Croatian Private Equity and Venture Capital Association has marked its 20th anniversary. We have come really long way from embryonic roots to become one of the most active Central and Eastern European National Private Equity and Venture Capital Association. Today, CVCA has more than 35 members, including 27 fund managers, not only from Croatia, but also from Poland, Slovenia, Romania, Bulgaria, Austria, and they managed north of 4.5 billion euros asset management. I want to quote one person, which is called Barry Schwartz, and he put it in the following way: learning to choose is hard, but learning to choose well, it's even harder. So for institutional managers and family offices, selecting the fund managers really resonate. This industry is not about average returns or median returns. It's exceptionally asymmetric. Today, in order to choose well, it's no longer sufficient to bet on the top quartile performance. You need to actually choose the top decile performers. Emerging fund managers, which we try to promote in this conference, really deserve a chance. On average, they will give you they will be a profitable investment, and some of them will outperform. We have to know that back in the time, Sequoias and Apollos were emerging fund managers too. Now they just don't have to try as hard as the first-time teams. The brands of tomorrow may be in today's room, so give all the emerging fund managers a fair chance. A thank you to our gold sponsor and supporter, Croatian Bank for Reconstruction and Development. They are supporting all of our events. I also want to give special thanks to our silver sponsors, Black Peak Capital, Feels Good Partners, Capital Partners, Fil Rouge Capital, and Vision Ventures. Thank you so much for your support.
2024 was a record year for the EIB group in Croatia. We signed around 1.2 billion euros in new financing, and out of that, European Investment Fund alone deployed 303 million euros, mobilizing around 650 million in private investment for SMEs and mid-caps.
IFC is part of the World Bank Group, which actually focuses exclusively on financing the private sector on a global scale. As such, we're the largest financial institution in this respect. We have been created basically in 1956, so for over 70 years we've been acting globally in over 100 countries, and we've invested over 326 billion US dollars. Just last year we invested about 71 billion US dollars, focused exclusively on supporting the private sector.
The picture is not looking too rosy for the asset class across Europe, but in our region we are not in such a bad shape, and surely we have quite a few opportunities to make that better, particularly through our cooperation on platforms like this, through advocacy to help unlock local LPs.
The future, in my opinion, the future of Europe is AI. If you think of what are going to be the next $10 trillion market companies, they will be all AI-first companies. And I wish that a lot of those companies are born and scaled in Europe and not necessarily in the US.
Europe must stick together, and we need to invest into technologies and scale those companies that can help us build energy sovereignty, secure food security. We need raw materials. So just to point out, climate is not just decarbonization. Climate is quantum, is space tech, is food, is energy, is raw materials, is something we essentially need in Europe.
What are some of the things you look for when you're trying to make that assessment in terms of the 5% to venture or the venture managers you look at, or the ones you want to further in the development? What are the key aspects that excite you and drive you to do more diligence and drive you therefore to make those commitments?
Dear investors, if you want to generate return for your beneficiaries, invest in the digital revolution. Our next closing is in December 2025. Thank you.
We're an early stage VC from the US. We're spun out of a single family office based in Las Vegas. And we truly believe in relationships being the most important thing in our industry. So our network is, and I hate that phrase, network is net worth, but it is true. For us, it's the most important thing we do and cultivate. It's why we come to conferences and events. It's kind of what we're into.
How can you convince those investors who haven't really got into impact investing, even those investors who maybe don't think impact investing is actually the real deal? What can you say? What evidence can you bring to show that actually this is now the opportunity?
Well, if you asked these questions from 6-7 years ago, maybe I would now start explaining that we are investing for profit and for impact, that we are not compromising profit for impact and so on. But the investors today, the investors are clever people, they are knowledgeable, they are very educated and in the political economy as well. So they know that going just for money and burning the people and the land behind is not an option anymore, and is not a resilience, and that if you want to have a resilient long-term business, good teams, that they need to be knowledgeable and implement the social and environmental impact in their business models.
And now they're really good companies, and you know, there are a few unicorns that also already emerged from the region. I'm sure there will be a lot more. And it's super if the ecosystem from, you know, young companies, VC funds, later stage buyout funds, and also the EP side. I think here, especially in Croatia, the LPs, there are so many active pension funds, which I think a lot of countries envy you. So Southeast Europe is a cohesive, nice region with, you know, good founders that have the ambition to scale their businesses. And I think just looking at the growth of this region, I think it's the fastest growing region actually in Europe.
So I hope I could give you a small overview of what Rimac is about. And it's really not just about cars, but it is a European ecosystem of premium and luxury tech companies made in Croatia for Europe. And later today, you will have the opportunity to see the campus and visit the Rimac campus. So you can see firsthand how we built two very successful companies, 2 billion euro companies. And with Verne and Rimac Energy, we actually want to repeat this.